So today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make this mermaid costume. You're going to need some measuring tape, some pearl beads. You're also going to want some large seashells and some medium-sized seashells. You're going to want chalk, sewing pins, sewing scissors, jewelry string. You're going to want some shiny fabric, zippers, fabric glue, blue tulle, as well as a bra. So you're going to want some basic sewing skills to do this tutorial, but I'm going to make this as easy as possible. So I just laid down some of my leggings on top of the fabric, wrong side facing up, and I just cut along the line. And you're going to want to do this twice, so you have two pieces of fabric that you can lay down. So right now I'm just laying them down right sides together. And I made it so that they're thicker on the top and they get smaller as they go down to my legs to get the mermaid effect. So now I'm just pinning the two sides together. And I'm just going to sew along that vertical line that I pinned. So now once that's done, you're going to want to do the same thing to the other side. So as you can see, I'm pinning the other side now. But you're not going to want to pin, you're only going to pin halfway up so that you have a slit for the zipper, as I'm showing you guys now. So you're going to want this slit open. So you're just going to start by attaching your zipper to the wrong side and make sure that the pull part is facing the right side. And I'm just going to pin this in place so I can sew it. So now I'm just carefully sewing the zipper onto the pieces. And this is what it should look like. Just cut off the excess. So now once your zipper is on, I am just hemming the bottom and top of the skirt to give it a nice finished look. So once that's finished, I'm going to take some elastic and I'm going to stretch it slightly. And I'm just going to measure the bottom of the skirt and I'm going to fold this in half so it doubles around into a circle, and I'm just going to cut that off. So I just ran a line down the middle of this to create a circle, and now I'm pinning it just in like 6 places along the bottom of the skirt. And all I did was sew a little line where the pin was. You're going to want only little pieces of it sewn on, and the rest are going to be left open. So now I'm going to take my measuring tape and my tool, and I'm going to cut this tool 5 inches, but I'm going to fold it in half, so it's actually 10 inches, sorry. But yeah, and then I'm just going to cut that. So it's going to be 5 inches folded in half. So now I am just going to attach the tool to the bottom of the skirt where I tied the elastic, or where I sewed the elastic. It's pretty easy, you're just going to tie it into a nice little slip knot on the bottom. And this is going to create the fluffy mermaid look. And you're just going to do this all the way around the tail until you are finished and it's nice and fluffy. And then this is what your skirt's going to look like when you have finished it. So now I'm going to move on to the mermaid top, and I'm going to take my stretchy jewelry cord, and I'm just going to measure where I want these beads to hang on the bra. So now I'm just going to lace some pearls onto the string. Using a beading needle made this a lot quicker. And so you're going to want 2 longer strands and 2 smaller strands of these pearls once you're done. And now I'm going to use my fabric glue, and I'm just going to connect these beads to the top in the way that I like. So I'm just having them drape down underneath the top. So I'm gluing one end in the center, and I'm going to glue one end on the band on the side. And it should start looking something like this. You're going to have all the beads in the center just coming down to the sides. I'm just pressing them down. So now once that's done, you're going to want to take your larger seashells, and I'm just putting glue all over the cup of this bra, and I'm going to glue the large seashells onto it to make it look like a seashell bra. I'm just adding a lot of glue because these shells are kind of heavy and I don't want them to fall off. So you're going to want to just press those in really nice and hard just to make sure that they're stuck on. Now I'm also just adding some smaller seashells to the middle and the sides just to cover up where I glued on the beads, just to give it a nice little finishing touch. And once you are done, this is what your top should look like, and you're just going to want to set that aside to dry for a little bit. So now we're going to move on to the mermaid makeup. Here we go. So I'm just going to start by concealing my face a bit, just covering up those under eye circles and blemishes. Just blend that in there. Now I'm going to take this blue eyeshadow and I'm just going to use the lighter color on the inner half of my eye. And I'm going to take the darker color out into my outer corners. And I'm also going to bring some of the lighter color down into my lower lash line. And I'm just going to add some mascara to finish off the eye look. Now I took this net bag that I found, but you can use any kind of fishnet thing that you have, and I'm just putting it over the side of my face and running the blue eyeshadow along the side of my face. You're just going to do this and you're going to want to pack a lot of eyeshadow on there so it's very prominent, and the netting is going to create a fish scale type look, so it goes to the whole mermaid style. Now once I finish that, I'm just grabbing some blue lip pencil. Well, it's actually an eye pencil, but I'm using it for my lips, and I'm just going to line my lips with the blue color and then fill them in. So I have this really bold blue look going on that matches my mermaid. So this is what the makeup looks like, and I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I am wearing a shirt underneath this because Halloween can be cold. But yeah, so please subscribe and stay tuned for more tutorials. Bye guys!